Let's be real for a second. Hearing the words, you have high cholesterol is, well, it's terrifying, isn't it? Your mind immediately jumps to a future of lifelong medication, a daily pill that feels less like a solution and more like a sentence. But what if, just what if, there was a natural, scientifically backed way to take back some of that control? Well, let's dive into a potential solution that aims to do just that. I want you to meet Anil. He's 48, active, has a great career, a wonderful family. He's doing everything right. But then, a routine checkup flips his world upside down. His LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, is alarmingly high. And what's the doctor's immediate reaction? A prescription for medication for the rest of his life. Suddenly, Anil's future became all about that daily pill, haunted by the fear of what might happen if he ever missed a single dose. And Anil's story? Well, it brings up a huge question that so many of us face. When you get a diagnosis like that, are you just automatically locked into a lifetime of pills? Is that it? Or is there another way, a different path you can take to reclaim your health?
So that brings us to our first section, the fear of cholesterol. What makes high cholesterol so scary is that it's a silent operator. You don't feel it day to day, but behind the scenes, it can be causing plaque to build up in your arteries, creating these dangerous blockages that can seriously increase your risk of a heart attack or a stroke.
Okay, to really get this, you need to know about the two main players in the cholesterol game. First, you've got LDL. Just think of the L as lousy cholesterol. Too much of this stuff is what sticks to your artery walls and causes all that trouble. Then you've got HDL. Think of the H as helpful. HDL is like the cleanup crew, the garbage truck of your system, carrying all that excess cholesterol away. The real problem starts when the lousy LDL starts to outnumber the helpful HDL.
So, what's the typical game plan for this? Well, that leads us to section 2, the truth about medication. Now look, these drugs can absolutely be effective, but they don't always tell the whole story. Let's jump back to Anil's experience, because it really shines a light on the downsides people don't often talk about. You see, for Anil, that prescription wasn't just a pill. It became this constant dependency, this daily fear, and it came with a whole list of side effects that just drained him. He was dealing with fatigue, stomach problems, and these persistent body aches. It wasn't just a physical thing, it was a heavy psychological weight. And that's a reality for millions of people.
But what if there's another way to approach this? And that brings us to our third section, a natural solution. According to our source material, there's a really powerful, natural, and scientifically supported alternative worth looking at, one that tries to fix the root of the problem without that long list of side effects.
So what is it? It's a simple herbal decoction, or what's known in India as a kata. This particular recipe is called the cardio kata. It uses a really powerful mix of natural ingredients to create this heart-supporting drink that's designed to put the power back in your hands. So, what's the secret sauce? What makes this kata actually work? Let's break down the 4 powerful ingredients. Now, each one of these is amazing on its own, but the real magic happens when you put them all together. They create this incredible synergistic effect. Okay, the first ingredient, and honestly, this is the star of the show, is fenugreek. You might know it as methi. This tiny little seed is the absolute foundation of this entire remedy, and I'm about to tell you why. It all boils down to one thing: soluble fiber. Fenugreek is absolutely loaded with it. Now, this fiber acts kind of like a sponge inside your digestive system. It literally grabs onto cholesterol and flushes it right out of your body before it can even get into your bloodstream. And the science backs this up. It's a triple threat. It lowers that bad LDL, it reduces another risky fat in your blood called triglycerides, and it can even give your good HDL a nice boost. Now, let's add to that foundation with our second powerhouse ingredient, amla, which you might know as the Indian gooseberry. So if fenugreek is the sponge that cleans up the mess, think of amla as the engine tuner. Your liver is the main engine for processing cholesterol in your body. Amla is this amazing antioxidant that helps support and detoxify your liver, which basically supercharges your body's own natural cholesterol clearing system. And as a bonus, it also helps bump up those good HDL levels. And the final 2 ingredients are a dynamic duo that you almost certainly have in your kitchen right now: ginger and cinnamon. Now this pair, they work together to get your whole metabolism running a lot more smoothly. They help cool down inflammation throughout your body and fine-tune how your body processes fats and sugars. And it's pretty simple. When your body gets better at handling fat, it has a direct positive effect on your cholesterol numbers. Okay, so you've got the fiber, you've got the liver support, and you've got the metabolic boosters. Now for the most important part, how to make the cardio kata. And honestly, the best part is that it is ridiculously simple and takes like 5 minutes. The whole process is right here on your screen, and it's so easy. The absolute key is soaking those fenugreek seeds overnight. That's what unlocks all their benefits. Then in the morning, you just boil that water with the ginger and cinnamon, and right at the end, you turn off the heat and stir in the amla powder. You let it steep for a couple of minutes to keep all its nutrients, then just strain it and drink it. It's a super quick morning ritual. Now, here is the most crucial part of this whole thing: consistency. To really get the best results, the source recommends drinking 1 cup every single morning, first thing on an empty stomach. Why? Because this gives your body the best possible chance to soak up all those incredible nutrients without anything else getting in the way.
All right, so we've covered the problem, the science behind the solution, and the exact recipe. That brings us to our final section, your next step. Let's talk about what you might expect if you actually make this a part of your daily routine.
So here's the really compelling part. According to the source material, if you're consistent and drink this every day, you could start to see a real, noticeable difference in your cholesterol numbers in just 3 to 4 weeks. Now, of course, it is absolutely essential that you talk to your doctor before starting any new health routine, especially when you're managing something as important as cholesterol. So, at the end of the day, what we've really explored here is a different path. It's a path that blends ancient wisdom with modern science, and it offers a way for you to be proactive with your health, not just reactive. So the real question isn't just about what you're going to do next. It's about what new possibilities for your own health you're willing to explore.